It's all good. Now, today we are streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So wherever you guys like to watch the most, you guys can head on over there. Links should be in the description down below if you are watching on YouTube to go check out those other platforms. But if you're on Twitch, you want to watch on YouTube, I mean, you probably already know where to find me. With that being said, we're going to hit a little bit of and we're going to go hop into some matches. Or rather, we're going to hop into a coaching session. But yeah, I will say, just to kind of, you know, get things said right away, I haven't slept in like 2 days. I haven't really had a good night's sleep in a while, so I'm feeling very, very fatigued as of right now. So we are going to get in a quick little warm-up real quick, and then we'll get her going. How we doing today, gang? Mr. Tyrene, welcome back. Blondie, what's going on, Blondie? Where's your hot wife? I know you're into her. She is, unfortunately, in Kentucky right now. We will be back in Kentucky in a little under a month. About 3 weeks, we'll be back in the United States. Need some magnesium. I need a lot of... more than just vitamins and supplements. Oh my god. All right. Get a good massage helps with sleep. If I could, I probably would, dude. But my life right now is so busy with upcoming things. I don't even have enough time to play games for fun right now, my man. Everything I'm doing right now is just strictly work, which is kind of probably honestly contributing to why I'm not sleeping, because I'm just so hung up with everything that's going on. Hold up. By the way, chat, I don't know if a lot of you guys know this one, but recently, or not, I guess kind of recently, one of my customers, someone who has coaching, actually showed me a new movement mechanic to help hit slide jumps. So everyone knows there's like 3 different kinds of slide jumps, right? We have a wall push, we have the slide jump wall jump, and then we have a fatigue wall jump. But there's also another one, and it's called a skip jump wall jump, where you don't have to fatigue yourself, you don't have to slide, and you can still get pop into the air without really doing anything crazy. And all you do is you hit crouch and jump at the same time, or like one right after another really quick. You can kind of see right here how it kind of like, it almost looks like it glitches out, right? And what you do is you use that to jump into the wall. So now if you guys are ever like in a situation where you need to hit a quick wall jump, but you don't have enough momentum like a slide, or you don't have time to fatigue, mantle jump out of it, you can just do that. And it's super simple. Maybe it's actually like not even all that new and I'm just like really late to the party, but that was something that I discovered from someone I was coaching, which I thought was really cool. How do you do a coaching session? If you're ever interested in getting a coaching session, Lance, you can always book one on my website. Link is in the description of this YouTube stream. Blondie, it's 117 degrees. That is awful. Do you not have like AC? That's so hard, dude. That's impossible. Auto, do your wrists not hurt playing MEK? They hurt. Not my wrists. My fingers definitely hurt. Like, for instance, my my thumb hurts a little bit from gripping my mouse. My pinky hurts a little bit from hitting crouch nonstop. But other than that, like, it doesn't really hurt all that much. It's way better than playing on a controller where 2 thumbs have to do every single input. Yeah, no, I'm liking it so far, dude. Do people not know this about the wall jump? Dude, I mean, I didn't know about it, and I've been playing Apex for, like, how long has Apex been out? Like, 5 or so years? Like, I had no idea that you could do that. It's such a weird, cool little unique way to hit a wall jump. Now, the issue with hitting, like, the skip jump wall jump is that I don't think you get as much height off of it. No, actually, I'm tripping. You actually do, I'm pretty sure. But maybe the speed coming off of it isn't as much. Like, I don't think it's as fast. It might be, actually. Hold on, let's do that again, but a regular one. No, you definitely get way more speed off of a regular, like, slide jump, wall jump. So it might be more in tune with, like, a fatigue wall jump than, like, a slide jump wall jump. But still, nonetheless, it's like, I don't think all that many people even know about that. Most people don't even know what, like, fatigue wall jumps are, let alone what a skip jump is. Super glide. Any tip for being stuck in plat? 100%. If you're stuck in plat, there's going to be a handful of things that are really holding you back. Number one is probably going to just be keeping yourself alive, because a lot of people, what they do is when they jump into a gunfight, they stay in the gunfight until someone dies. Now, a lot of the time it ends up being them. So if you're finding that you are pushing fights, it doesn't mean that you have to stay in the fight. Same thing with if you're getting pushed. If I jump on top of someone, I have a gold mag car. I didn't one mag this guy. It can be really hard to kill someone like that. So if you are finding you're in a fight, practice swinging in, doing damage, swinging out, creating some space. Something a lot of people don't really understand is space is what actually lets you play cover. So for instance, if I'm fighting this guy and I'm playing right here, he can't touch me because, well, I'm in cover. If I'm close to him, well, I'm still in cover, but it's really easy for me to put him in the open and force him to be exposed. So you really want to kind of be playing around with those two things that I just talked about if you're stuck in plat, and especially like below diamond. You really just want to be trying to put people in the open. You are looking to do damage. You are looking to back off and keep your body safe. And you are looking to get back into the fight and do damage. Because if you can hit someone for a lot of damage and then back off and he can't touch you, and then you swing in, you hit him for a lot of damage and you back off and he can't touch you, you're going to find that you're just always healthy, and it's really hard for you to take a lot of, like, serious damage. So that's going to be something, like, really major. Do you ever 1v1 your chat? I do, every now and then. We used to do 1v1s every Wednesday, but that was before I got sick. So I'm hoping that this Wednesday we get back to doing community 1v1s. But I'm not too sure just yet about what I'm going to be doing. I'm still kind of sick, and I don't really want to push myself too hard if I don't have to. But yeah. I'm trying to learn super glides, and dude, super glides are actually so hard to hit the timing. Sometimes I'll hit them like 5 times in a row. Most times I hit them 0 out of 10 times. Right there, that's twice in a row. Oh. Alright. What time is it? Time to go hop into our coaching session. I'm gonna do my best to be reading chat today, so if you do have questions, make sure to drop it in the Twitch, Kick, or YouTube livestream chat. How much would a coaching session cost, says Tyler? So coaching sessions cost different prices depending on what skill level you are, where you're starting from, what you want to be working on, improving on. There's rank sessions, there's just basic pub and fundamental sessions, there's just 1v1 sessions, there's group sessions, there's team sessions, there's everything. So the lowest...
little rocket symbol or whatever to cast it over to...
Did you did you link your console to your Discord already?
It shows that it is, yes.
Okay, sweet. So if you click on the speaker icon, it should have a button. It's like a phone and like a controller, and it says transfer to console.
And that's on...
That's on your iPad.
Okay. I don't know that I see... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, all I see is join voice call, which obviously we already are, or message. I don't see like anything that shows.
So when you click on the speaker, it should give you like an option like speaker or like headset. Here, hold on. So if I join the... Yeah, if I join the call here, so it should be very top right. So if you like tap on the screen and you bring up like that little pop-up menu, top right, that speaker icon, and then transfer to Xbox. Sorry, say again?
I said I pressed it. Let's see what happens.
Hopefully it works, because if it doesn't work, chat, then we're going to have to use game chat, and game chat's going to be a massive pain in the ass. Yo, what's going on, Cooper? Over on Kick.
Transfer to Xbox. Oh, crap.
Oh, just missed the wall jump. Yo, what's up, Impulse? How are you doing, man? Again, there is the option to do only the free ones. Simple-minded people want all these updates, but don't want to pay for them. For sure, dude. I have plenty of coin. The battle pass is shit because the game is in a poor state, and all he wants to do is pull more money out of players. 100%, dude. I don't think we've gotten any good content in a while. Like, we never have good, consistent content. That's, like, an issue for some reason. I don't know why we can't just have, like, consistent... like cool things happening. Like you look at Call of Duty, obviously they, you know, are a multi-billion-dollar company. I mean, EA probably is too, but I don't think to the extent that like Activision is. You'd think that they'd be able to put out some like consistent events or something, instead of like one event every 3 months. Because I'm pretty sure, what, a season is like a month and a half? No, a season is like 2 months or 3 months. My aim is horrendous. Alright, well, while we wait for this home slice to figure stuff out, we'll do our best here to answer any questions if you guys have some in chat. Hey, what's going on, Tyler? Much love, my man. Love your content. I'll book the session this week after I get paid Friday. For sure, my man. You just let me know if you ever have questions about coaching or what to book in specific. You know where to find me, my man. Stuck in a reload animation.
Hey, are we in the same spot?
Sorry, say it again?
Are we in the same spot finally?
I think so.
Okay.
It sounds different.
Because I was talking before through my iPad rather than that.
Yeah, and so, yeah, it sounds totally different. It sounds like you're talking through like a gaming headset now.
Yeah.
All right, dude. I sent you a friend request over on Apex. Let me know if you got that.
Let me go back to the lobby. Yeah, like I legit never use Discord.
Yeah, Discord, I would say is like, if you're playing with anyone who's like not on Xbox, like anyone who's on a different console than you, Discord is 100% going to be the wave, because you can talk to like PlayStation, console, anyone on mobile. Like you just hop into a call together and you're good to go. And you can share your screen too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh God. Honestly, I don't actually, like my wife and my daughter and then my son play Apex, but those are the only people I ever play with. I don't like as far as
the whole family
like
plays
friends.
Apex?
Yeah. And I'm probably the worst of everybody, so I need the most help.
For sure.
Yeah. So I think I got you. Yeah, I got you for my Apex now. So.
All right. Well, what you'll do is you'll hop into the game and then you'll see your friends list. I should be in your friends list now.
You are. Yep.
Perfect. And you can just click join my lobby. I made my lobby open.
Right.
Cool beans. I see you.
Sweet. Working as intended. Sorry it took so long.
No, no worries at all.
I'm not like technology illiterate, but
some things
kind of a learning curve
little...
when you don't use things.
Yeah,
you know,
for
like
sure.
like I said, I never use Discord because I'm not like a big heavy gamer. I'm kind of a casual. You know, I just kind of, like I said, I kind of fucked around a little bit, but like as long as I've been playing, I feel be better at this than I am, and so I get super frustrated.
For sure, dude.
And so I just need to figure out like where my barriers are and work on them.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. So like when it kind of comes to where you feel like you're struggling, maybe you don't know in specific, but where do you kind of feel like you're either plateauing or you're having issues, to kind of give us like a good idea as to like what we're going to be working on today?
I would say probably game sense, probably more than anything else. Like I feel like there's a lot of times where I'll get, you know, like being shot at or whatever, and I have no idea where it's coming from. And by the time I can react to it happening, it's too late to do anything about it. And then I know I need to work on my aim. I think that's probably something that everybody needs to work on to a certain degree. And I'm not like super great at like the whole flick aiming thing where I can just like spin around and stop right in the right spot. Like I know that I struggle with that. But usually once I get on target, I'm not too bad about following people, you know, like tracking somebody. I'm not the best, obviously. But I feel like, you know, that whole flicking thing and getting right on target, like super fast is something that I struggle with. And I've tried working on it in the range, but what do you measure in the range? Like, are you measuring accuracy over, say, 3 magazines or 10 magazines, and then seeing if you're, like, what do you track to see your improvement? Does that make any sense?
A really good way to kind of figure out in general how you're improving overall is if you open up your range settings, you can always turn on the dynamic stats at the very top of your custom range settings. And,
and I have that turned on.
Yeah, perfect. And like right there, it just shows you like your accuracy, right? So something that you could be trying to do is just over time here, be constantly just trying to, you know, beat previous scores. So let's just say our goals would be improving our flicks, right? Spend 5-10 minutes just working on your flicks and just see if that accuracy is going up over time, right? So a lot of people, they're aiming for, you know, like a certain percentage. Don't really worry about percentages. Just kind of focus on what you did yesterday and can you do 1% more? Or can you get like 0.5% more accuracy? If you're getting better ever so slightly every single day, then you're on the right track, right? A lot of people here, they're going to constantly, like, they hop in the range and they just shoot, and they're gonna maybe get a little bit better, right? But as long as
if you can't measure something, you can't track its accuracy, or its improvement. You know, like that's kind of my thing. And you know, I've watched quite a bit of your videos talking about things to do with the firing range to improve speed and accuracy and all that stuff. But what are you measuring specifically to track improvement?
As long as that percentage is going up, then you're doing just fine. Now, real quick, let's just take a quick look at your settings. You said that you're having issues, you know, with like kind of flicking on over to target. What we can do is we can just take a quick look at what you have built up, and we might find something that's just kind of like hindering your ability to do that. Awake Not Woke with the $20 super chat, my man. I didn't even see that. I'm so sorry. OG double OG, love to see the Monday grind.
Still there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My bad. I'm here, boss. All right.
That's right.
In your controller settings, do you play with advanced look controls or do you play with the default presets?
Pretty sure I'm on advanced look controls.
Okay, perfect. Let's open up those ALCs and let's take a quick look at what you got going on.
Okay.
All right, so let's kind of start off with your top 3 settings, your dead zone, threshold, and response curve.
6%, 4%, 3.
So you play 6% dead zone, 4% threshold?
Correct.
And 3% response curve?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, we'll take a look back here in a sec. Let's talk about your yaw and pitch speeds. What's your yaw, pitch, extra pitch?
In that order, 221, 162, and then 250, 250.
Oh, hold on, dude. My brain is not good with numbers. 22. You said 221.
22. Yep.
Okay, what was the other 3?
162.
Okay.
And 250 and 250.
250, 250. Cool. What's your ramp up time and your delay?
4%, 10%.
Oh, okay. Cool beans. Real quick, do the same thing. What's our ADS speeds? So our yaw, pitch, extra yaw, all that good stuff.
120.
Okay.
90.
Okay.
110, 110.
Cool.
5 and 0.
5 and 0. Okay, sweet. So right away, like, I'm not seeing anything massively wrong with your settings. I will say, what kind of controller do you play with? Like a default Xbox?
Aim. No, aim controller.
Okay, perfect. So real quick, let's just kind of look at your dead zones right away. I'm going to have you do a little quick test for us. What you're going to do is you're going to take your stick and you're going to bring it out to the side and you're just going to start doing 360s nonstop. And what I want you to do is I want you to let go of your stick and let it snap back to the center. Oh, my bad. I'm stupid. Lower your dead zone to about 3%. My bad.
Okay. Let me get back in there. Settings. Lower dead zone to 3%. I gotta try to find exactly 3%. There's 2%. Because it won't go up. There we go. I got it.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and just let it go and then let it snap back to center, right? And let me know really quick. Does your stick continue to drift at all?
It's not right now, no.
No, okay, sweet. Right, so if you bring out your stick and you notice that like it can snap back and it doesn't drift at all, you can always go a little bit lower with your dead zone. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you just a little bit more wiggle room for having more control when you start doing flicks and snaps, and especially when it comes to like recoil control. The sooner that your stick clicks in, the easier it's going to be to start controlling recoil overall. So that might be something to consider. It's just keeping it at or around 3%, because at this point you don't have drift, so it's not going to be an issue for you. Right? Now
excuse me, I do have drift. If I just move it a little bit and let go of it, it tends to drift
to the
left a little bit. But if I go all the way out and just let it snap back, it does not.
That's perfectly fine then. As long as it doesn't kind of like drift on its own and it needs like encouragement, then you're totally cool. Now, everything else with your settings here, I don't really see like there being any bad hiccups. What I would say is if you do, what you should do 100% though is turn off your delay on your ramp up delay, because what that's doing is it's not even going to give you any of that extra pitch or yaw when you want it. It's going to take like a second or two, and then it will slowly kick up, and then it will actually be full speed. So what I would do is I would actually just increase the time to anywhere from 5 to 10%, and then completely remove the delay, because that delay is going to basically not give you anything at all, and we don't want that. We want it to happen right away.
I should get an upgrade. I've always wanted an eye patch.
I feel like I've like started with some of your online default things,
Yeah.
and then I end up having a fair amount of difficulty controlling like my aim, especially if the aim is, you know, say you have a target on the left side of the screen and then the next target is on the extreme right side of the screen. And like I was struggling with going so far past when I went to re-aim for a new target that I had to slow things down.
It was going too fast?
Yes. There were times that it was, yes.
Okay.
But, I mean, you know, it's kind of one of those things where maybe I just wasn't working on the right things to improve that. So that's kind of where we're at this point.
Something that I had a coaching session with, you know, someone about a week or two ago. We talked about kind of flicking and accelerating here. And what a lot of people try to do when it comes to flicking, especially on controller, right, is they over accelerate and they decelerate, especially the deceleration portion. They do it really wonky and weird. So something that we want to just kind of take a second and think about is how does the analog stick work on a controller, right? Our analog stick builds up speed as we pull it, and then it doesn't just come to a stop. It has to slow back down. What a lot of people end up doing is they yank their stick really hard, and then they pull it back to the center really hard as well. And what happens there is we kind of get this weird, you know, we might overcorrect and then stop, and then we need to make another correction. The way that I encourage people to kind of practice their flicking when it comes to their analog stick is a quick acceleration followed by a slow deceleration, right? So for instance, this is going to kind of be hard to like show you on like your screen here, right? But
I think I get what you're saying though. Like instead of
as you basically basically what's going to be like is we're going to snap hard into the direction that we want to go, but then we're going to decelerate and then we're going to ease into the movement. So you can kind of think of it like you're about to bitch slap someone, and then just before you get to that person, it goes into slow-mo, right? So that's
a good way to explain it. I like that.
I'm going to flick over, and then it's going to come into slow-mo, and then you're going to decelerate and ease into that person. If you're flicking hard over, then you're going to have a very accurate and very aggressive stop on top of that person. And
well,
again,
and I think that's exactly what I was working on, was trying to get like in one single instantaneous move getting on target, and that was impossible for me.
Yeah, and for a lot of people, it's going to be very difficult, all right? Especially if they've got arthritis or any like hand issues, right? So practicing a very aggressive flick to the direction and then a slow deceleration into that person, you're going to find more consistent accuracy as you kind of bring yourself to them.
Okay. That does bring up another thing that I know that I struggle with is that, like if I'm not engaged with somebody and I'm, you know, looting across the map or whatever, I tend to feel like I'm in pretty good control of my movement until there's bullets flying. Then all of a sudden I'm overreacting, like I'm overcorrecting, and I can't say it's panicking because there's no like consequence to dying in a game, but that's really what it is it's panic aiming, you know, like everything ends up going to the extreme rather than finite.
Yeah, and you kind of just
does that make any sense?
Yeah, you get overwhelmed with everything going on, and you just kind of mash shit. 100%.
Absolutely, yeah.
So the easiest way that we can kind of fix that main issue is one of two things. We can focus on just how our body's reacting to what's going on. So for instance, when I get overwhelmed, my heart rate goes crazy. I start freaking out. I don't really know what to do. And then I just start mashing everything with my hands. Something that I do to kind of fix that is when I feel like I'm getting stressed, I focus on my breathing. If you can just start relaxing yourself, it's going to be easier to start doing the second part, which is I can already tell when we go into 1v1s and we start playing today, you already have a very reactionary play style. You're constantly telling me how things happen to you and then you are overwhelmed, as opposed to you're doing something and it's not working. So right away, what that's telling me is a lot of the time you're waiting and then someone makes a move on you or someone swings into you, whatever it is. And now you're stuck one step behind whatever it is that's going on. So what we're going to be doing,
I totally get what you're saying. Yeah.
What we're going to be doing is once we start working on making you a proactive player, stressing about what's happening to you starts to become less and less and less because you're not always reacting to all this crazy shit. When things start happening to you, you're going to be proactive in removing yourself from a bad situation. And now you're going to be taking the proper steps to working your way back into the situation. And when you start playing proactively, you give yourself more control. Right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Makes perfect sense.
So with that,
if you're the one creating action rather than reacting to an action, then you're ahead of the curve. It makes perfect sense.
Exactly. So that's basically what we're going to be focusing on. When you have these issues where you are freaking out and kind of like having a hard time comprehending everything that's going on, that's when it's important that we take control, remove ourselves, and now we can start working our way back in and figuring out, okay, what step do I need to have? Okay, like, where are people playing? Oh, well, if I'm backing away, then they're always going to be in front of me. Like, even like this, if you kind of just, or rather, if I'm just next to this opponent here, if he's, you know, if I have someone next to me and I start backing off, well, very quickly, everything becomes in front of me. So when you're freaking out and you're noticing things just aren't working, practicing, especially since you're a Rev main, I'm guessing, you just...
you know, I'm not, like, dedicated to a main. I will say that I have probably the most experience on Revenant because he was one of the legends that I unlocked purely through damage.
Yep.
And it took a long time to unlock him. So I probably have the most experience with him, but I'm not necessarily committed to him either.
Okay.
I'm not, like, I don't feel like I'm good enough or that I'm even knowledgeable enough in the game to know who
do you want to play
to main if I wanted to commit. Like, I enjoy playing Revenant. I've enjoyed Altar. I played Fuse an awful lot. And I unlocked Ballistic the same way, but I'm not necessarily set on him because I don't feel like he's all that great of a legend. I mean, the third weapon is kind of nice, but you don't get to use it often enough. Well, I should say I don't get to use it often enough to justify having 3 weapons on it. So
for sure. So what we're going to do today is we're going to turn you into a more actionary player. It sounds like you're very reactionary, and that's causing a lot of issues for you. And because of that, you can't really progress because things are just too hard. Right? So what we're going to do, I'm going to get you grab whatever 2 guns you like to play with. We're going to work on...
You can never have too many upgrades.
I hear thunder outside. It's about to start pissing rain.
no.
Whatever 2 guns you want, but don't grab attachments. The range is bugged. If you die, you lose all your attachments anyways.
Okay. Well, Flatline's definitely my number 1 gun. I guess I'll go with the car.
Cool beans. Flatline car?
Drop. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I'll drop all these attachments and put on to mess with it later.
I'm going to also get you to come over here and grab all this Evo cash until you get red shields. And the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start giving you a basis as to how to start being more actionary. So let's first come on over here. And the very first thing we're going to talk about is just the... Oh, fuck, dude, these... I need an upgrade queues are so annoying.
Right.
My bad. So the very first thing we're going to talk... No, all good. First thing that we're going to talk about here is the kind of like essence or the goals when we start fighting here. So let me just get all this crap off my screen. Cool beans. So there's 2 main stages that we're taking gunfights in. And this is what's going to really start making the game as simple as possible. We're taking fights at a distance, and we're also taking fights up close. Now, how do we kind of gauge what is close and what is far? If you need a metric for this, the easiest metric that you can use is anything that is 1 to 2 slide jumps. That is a close range fight. A lot of things can happen really quick within 1 to 2 slide jumps. Anything 3 and up, you're within a medium to long range fight, and it's going to be really difficult for players to do anything significant at that range. So our goal is to always play with 2 very important things: space and cover. If you're finding that you're either starting a fight or you're in a fight and you don't have those 2 things, you are not allowed to shoot your gun. You just have to be focused on giving yourself that chance to take a proper fight. So for instance, if let's just say you're right there, I'm running in and oh shit, I found an enemy. Instead of staying here and shooting you, well, do I have space and do I have cover from where you're playing?
You probably don't have either.
No, I don't have any. I'm stuck right in front of you with nothing here for me to use. So the only thing I'm focused on right now...
I don't mean to interrupt you, but just to give me a basis, what is the distance of 2 slide jumps? Like how far is that?
Yeah, so follow me. Come up here. This is right up here is a perfect example to that question. Let me get these guys to get away from us because they piss me off. So 1 to 2 slide jumps would be like a doorway to either this box or this forklift. 1 slide jump puts you right here. 2 slide jumps puts you on this forklift. Now, obviously, we're probably not going to go 1 slide jump, 2 slide jumps at someone because that's a long time of running through the open. So the reason why I say 2 slide jumps is because 2 slide jumps is 1 wall jump. A very basic mechanic that a lot of people should be focused on trying to just incorporate ever so slightly into their gameplay. Right, so if
I've tried messing with that side wall jump and I can't do it. I can do a straight on one occasionally, but I can't do the like running angle wall jump.
It's super simple. It's so simple. I can get you to learn it in less than 5 minutes. Once we kind of get past all this like initial stuff here. Sure. Yeah. So as long as we're finding ourselves within these ranges here, if we don't have 2 of those things, cover and space, we're not allowed to fight this. The only thing you should be focused on doing is putting your gun down and getting yourself into cover. Right? So let's kind of quickly come on back down into the pit here.
What is the oldest person that you know of that you've coached on this game before? Just out of curiosity.
I think I coached someone who was like 65.
Okay. So he's got me beat by 15 years, but yeah, I'm 50 years. So.
Yeah, I've coached like 6-year-olds and 60-year-olds, so I've hit both sides of the spectrum.
You hit the gamut, right?
Yeah.
I was just curious how close to the top I was in age. Seniority, although I suck at the game, so I don't know if I have any seniority.
you're towards the top for sure. But yeah, right. So if we're finding ourselves within this range, it's a bad fight. Now, like I said, 2 things that we need to have: cover and space. If I'm playing with cover here. Right? What's the essence of cover? Like, what does it do for us?
Avoid taking damage.
There you go. Spot on. Nail right on the head. All cover is for is to just avoid incoming damage. That's it. So if you don't have something to keep you safe, you're not in a fight that you want to take to begin with. Now, space is what actually lets you use cover. Because if I'm way over here and you break my shields, am I going to want to keep standing in the open and fighting you, or am I going to come into cover and start healing up?
Well, if you're smart, you'd go into cover and heal up, yeah.
Exactly. So, at a distance, it's really easy to manage my own health because I can poke out whenever I want, I can come into cover whenever I want, and I can basically pick and choose whenever I take damage at a distance. Now, as awesome as cover is, or as awesome as distance is, to keep ourselves healthy, it's really hard for me to do anything because right now you're in cover and I can't make you take damage right now. I can't choose to shoot you because you haven't given me that option. So I can manage myself, but I can't really manage you. Now, as we start closing these gaps and we start working our way up and closing space, we still have to follow that rule of you always have to have cover. As long as you can take 1 to 2 steps and you're safe again, perfect. But the difference here is even though I can pick and choose when I want to keep my health up, I can now choose when I want to look at you. Before, there's too much space. But now, it's really easy for me to climb up on you, or if you're on the other side, one slide jump. Or if you're a little bit further, and I'm right here, I can use... I'll pretend I hit a wall jump there. 2 slide jumps, and force a fight over here. So once we're within that 1 to 2 slide jump range, we can still kind of keep our health up, but now we can start forcing a lot of situations. So this is where you are going to be having a lot of issues. You might be doing a decent job at a distance managing your health, but once you get up close, you're not managing your opponent's health. You're waiting for them to show themselves still when you have an option to make them show themselves to you. Does that kind of make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
So the closer we are...
And when you say that, like, I realize a lot of times I will, and I think you touched on it before, but a lot of times I will get where I'm like toe-to-toe and we're just exchanging bullets and may the best aimer win, and it's rarely me.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, again, this is just like how important it is when we're fighting, right? We don't want to ever really be reactionary. When we're at a distance, we're forced to react to what someone gives us. And our goal is to put pressure into, do a variety of different things that we'll cover today to work our way up. And as we get closer and closer, now we don't have to wait to see someone because, well, we can just force ourselves to see that person. So before we start working on kind of how we're going to go about doing this, I really want to show you some very basic mechanics here to help you actually do this effectively. Because it's one thing to be like, okay, I got to get close. But if you just run at someone or slide jump at someone, it's going to possibly create more issues than you're wanting to deal with. So my question here is...
You're on the open the whole time, yeah.
Yeah, spot on. So do you know what instant sliding is?
I do not.
Perfect. So
well, maybe I do. I just don't know maybe all the terminology. Like maybe I realize what it is, but I don't know what it's called.
People call it quick slides. I call it instant slides. People call it fade slides, advanced slides.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard any of those.
Perfect. That's good. It means that we get to learn something today. So what pretty much every single person knows is when you run with your gun in your hand, you run slower compared to when it's holstered, right? You get a movement speed boost whenever you holster it. So with that just being said, right off the top here, every time we want to move, your gun should be getting holstered because it's going to help you make your moving around that much more effective. If you're running with your gun in your hand all the time, even when you're fighting, you're always going to be a couple steps behind people because you're either running at the same speed as them or you're moving slower. So we just always want to be moving fast. All right. Now, not only does holstering your weapon affect your movement speed, it also affects your sliding. It's going to, help you slide faster, a little bit further, but most importantly, it helps you slide sooner and significantly sooner. So for instance, if my gun is in my hand, I move slow, and I also have to take a minimum of 1, 2, 3 steps. If I do anything shorter than those 3 steps, 1, 2, dead slide. 1, dead slide. That's a big issue because if I'm fighting you and I want to slide and push off this cover, I need to go 1, 2, 3 steps in the open, which means that from here to here, I can't shoot my gun, I'm moving slow, and I'm exposed. 3 things that we really do not want to be dealing with. Now, as soon as I holster my weapon, though, running speed boost, slide a little bit further, slide a little bit faster, but most importantly, 1-step slide jumps. As soon as my gun goes down, forward for a quarter of a second, crouch, and you're instantly into a slide. Which means that if I'm on cover, I can come off of the cover at the fastest natural possible speed. So I can be safe before you can even react. And now I'm getting dead slides. I'm crouching too soon. Before you can even react, I'm swinging that corner full speed. Now, this is super basic, right? All we're doing now is whenever we want to move, we holster the gun, right? And now we get these really quick slides. We run faster. Awesome. We're a movement demon. The way that we kick this up a notch, and this is where a lot of people start to have issues with this mechanic, is when we take out the weapon. So, if I have my gun put away, and I slide jump, and then take out the weapon, when does my weapon shoot?
after you land? No, midair, I guess.
It's basically just before I hit the ground or as I'm hitting the ground. Which means if I'm right here, I can't defend myself until I'm right here, pretty much the whole way. If all we do is we change when we take out the gun, so for instance, instead of taking the gun out after I slide jump, I'm going to take out the gun before I even take a step. We can now start shooting before we even touch the ground. And we can be putting
for real?
a lot more pressure on who we're fighting. Now, the way that we're going to do this is super simple. I want you to look at the little dot in the center of your screen.
The aim dot? Okay.
Yeah, and I want you to just hit swap weapon. How long does it take from the time that you hit swap weapon to the time that that little white dot changes?
I don't know, probably a second or so.
Yeah, it's pretty much half of a second. So it takes half of a second for our body to go from moving fast to moving slow. And same thing vice versa, moving slow to moving fast. Which means that when I hit swap weapon, I start that half-second countdown until my body starts moving slow or fast again. Which means if I'm moving fast, I can go swap. Half of a second, I can input a slide jump, and it's still going to count as if my gun was never in my hand to begin with. Does that all make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so what you're going to do really quick is you're going to swap, step, crouch, jump. And remember, as long as you can get in that step and crouch before that half second, you're going to get all of those movement speed boosts. So I'm going to go swap, step, crouch. The jump can come after. It doesn't matter as much. But swap, step, crouch.
Swap, step, crouch.
Yeah.
All right.
First try. I've worked with people before for literally half an hour and they don't get it. They just can't comprehend it. So that right there was perfect. Let's do that 3 more times. And I want to see you just kind of get that into your muscle memory. Get comfortable with that mechanic. Because this is what you're...
Do you want to put the gun all the way away every time?
Every time. Remember, every time you want to move around, that gun goes down. Every time. Perfect. And as you're getting comfortable with it, add the jump afterwards. So now we're going swap, step, crouch, and then we'll just get comfortable adding that jump.
So you actually have to completely stop to do that because you're saying swap, step, crouch. So if you're already moving, that doesn't work. Is that what you're saying? If
you're moving, it still works. So if I'm already running around, my gun's put away, swap, step, crouch.
Yeah.
The only difference that's going to give you is that your weapon will just be out sooner and you're running just faster overall. So whenever I'm moving around, what I'm doing is I holster my gun to start off, swap, step, crouch, holster, unholster, slide, holster, move fast, unholster, slide, holster, unholster, slide. And every time I realize, oh, I don't need to shoot my gun, I just holster it again. And then I go back to moving fast. And then every time I slide jump, I just take it out in case I need to shoot. And now it's just a really good habit to have because now you're always moving fast. And within half of a second, you're always able to shoot your gun. The most it's ever going to take you to complete this routine is 1.5 seconds. Because remember, it's half of a second to put the gun down. It's half of a second to take it up. And then that leaves you another half or second to do whatever else in between. Right?
So then let me ask this. Your controller settings, are you pressing a button to hold it to swap, or is it just a tap to swap?
So
because if you have to press it to hold it, then that adds another half a second.
Yeah, and that's
however the setting is.
And that's why I said it takes about a second and a half, right, in total to kind of do everything. Now that brings up a good question though, right? It takes half of a second to actually hold your Y or your triangle button to holster the gun on controller. So this is where we're going to really start building onto this mechanic. And this goes so deep. There's so many cool little unique ways that we can save time on pushing forward. And this is where you're going to really start to kind of start noticing your gameplay start changing on the offensive and especially on the defensive. Do you play with paddles or do you play with buttons? Oh, you said you have an aim controller. Perfect. So
yes, sir.
while we're shooting, right, I want you to think, are we shooting and standing in the open and shooting nonstop? Or are we shooting in and out of cover?
Well, ideally, you would want to shoot in and out of cover. What I struggle with doing is if I go in and out of cover, I lose my target. I lose track of where my target's at.
Perfectly
So
fine.
by the time I find it again, it's dead. I'm dead.
We'll fix that. We'll fix that in no time. But
Perfect.
you hit the nail right on the head. We're peeking in and out of cover, right? And what does cover do for us, real quick? What's the point of cover?
Avoid damage.
Avoid damage. There we go. That's the only thing. That's the only thing we're doing with it. So now, while we're peeking in and out of cover, and I want to get ready to push, instead of shooting and coming in and then holstering and then unholster slide, what we're going to do is while we're shooting, remember it takes half of a second to holster your gun on controller, we're going to holster while shooting. So while you're shooting on the way into cover, you're holding down your holster button, or my bad, while you're strafing into cover and shooting, you're holstering at the same time. And when you slide, and when you finally cross this horizon, your gun will be holstered. So I'm shooting into cover, and that saves you another half second that you can use. And right away, you're going to start saving half second here, half second there, half second here and there and there and here. And then before you know it, you just saved 5 seconds on your push, and something that would have taken you, a fight that would have taken you 20 seconds is now a fight that's taking you like 15 or 10 seconds. So really quick, I just want to see you give that a try. So we're going to shoot while strafing into cover.
Okay.
All right, so I'll see you do that whenever. All right, and now, cool, awesome. You just strafe while moving in. Do the same thing, but just hold your swap paddle while you're strafing into cover. So while I'm shooting, also holding swap. And just like that, by the time you get into cover, your gun's put away. And now, swap, slide jump out. Just like that. Now it was a little choppy, a little sloppy. It's the first time you're doing it, right? But that right there is the essence.
And I'm still not 100% smooth with the paddles yet. We've only had these controllers a couple of months, and then I actually, for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I haven't played much Apex at all. I spent all day long today trying to remember what all the buttons you can do. So So, but
I feel
so.
that.
Yeah.
So, perfect.
Like that's really, really awkward to me to be shooting while trying to go into cover while trying to put your gun away. Like that almost scrambles my brain thinking that I understand the concept. It's going to take
100%
many times to actually get that to be habitual.
So follow me. This is going to be the best way for you to practice this. So we have 2 pieces of cover here, and we've got one very simple dummy right in front of us. So all we're going to practice is practice popping out and shooting, popping out and shooting. And quick question, when we're shooting at someone and they're taking damage, do they want to stand in the open or do they want to go back into cover?
They would want to go back into cover.
All right,
they would want to go into cover.
So we just shot this person. He's going to look away from us. And remember, when we're fighting at a distance, we can't touch anyone, right? They're in cover, right? Space lets us actually use cover. So now we're going to holster, unholster, slide as we push up. And now our gun is ready to fight as we're making that big move through the open. And then as you get comfortable with this, then you just start adding on all those little things that we talked about. So now instead of shooting, coming into cover, and holstering, now we're going to shoot while holster so that it's just a slight bit faster, another half second saved.
Oh yeah, it's like a bunch of button mashing. That's going to take some practice. There's no doubt about it.
100%.
For real.
So
and I understand the concept of running around without your gun out. Like, and I kind of try to do it, but I feel like a lot of times, if something surprises me, I end up like you said at the beginning, reacting to it, and reacting to something surprising you without a gun in your hand is probably the dumbest thing you can do ever.
Well, no, not at all, dude.
So that's why I end up a lot of times.
Whoa.
If I hear things, I'll be running around with my gun.
No, bad mentality already. Bad mentality. You can't control a lot of things in Apex, right? If I'm right here, I can't not make you push me, right? Like, you can be stupid if you want to and you can do it, or you can be smart and go about it the proper way. But regardless, you're going to do something, and you're going to have to react a lot of the time. Our goal is to just try to minimize that as often as possible. Now, I'm not going to not put my gun down and get a whole bunch of benefits because I might have to react and pull out my gun half of a second late. Right? So whoa, when did I ever get a churro animation? But as I'm running around, right, and I find someone, oh shit, I'm always going to practice either holstering my gun and trying to back off, right? Or if I find myself in that bad fight, quickly getting myself into cover, and then I can take that fight. But again, like, don't worry if you get put into a bad spot, because the time to kill in Apex is crazy long. They have to hit every single one of their well,
I go down fast. It seems like I go down like way faster than everybody else.
It just seems,
and I know that's not true. I know
yeah,
it just
seems faster, for sure.
Yeah.
Right. But again, point here is time to kill is crazy long. If you do get caught in a bad situation, it's all good. If you holster your gun, you can get out of there super easy. Even with very basic mechanics. As soon as your gun goes down, you just move faster than everyone else.
Makes sense. So they put their gun down, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to get to, I think, to where I need to get comfortable with, I need to get more comfortable with running around without my gun.
Yeah. Now, what we're going to quickly do is we're going to just kind of work on a very common issue that, an issue that you said that you had. So, let's actually go back to over here. And I'm going to reset this dummy so he's in the open again. Before you were mentioning, because again, right, our goal is to be peeking in and out of cover so that we can swing up off of it. And you said every time that you peek in and out of cover, you lose your target, right? So here's something that we want to think about. When we're fighting people, usually fights are pretty stationary. I'm going to get this guy out of the way. Fights are pretty stationary. Fights don't really move around. They start somewhere, they might shift somewhere, but they always tend to pause, right? Someone will start playing here, they might move over here later, but then they have to play here and then they pause, right? Now you're fighting someone here and then they might move around and then they pause, right? So fights end up in spots and they kind of stay there most of the time. So when we're fighting people, we don't want to be shooting people who are playing cover. We want to be shooting the hitbox of the area that they're playing within. So for example, if I'm playing here, you don't necessarily have to shoot me as I strafe in and out of cover, but shoot the area that I'm playing in so that I'm walking into those shots. So for instance, I know that you're playing right there. As you start strafing in and out of cover, or as I'm trying to peek you, I'm not trying to peek you, I'm trying to shoot that spot that you're playing in. And what's going to happen is you're either going to step out and hit it, or you're not going to be there, and I'm just going to stop shooting and come back in. Or I'm going to be off center, and you're going to be in the open, and I'll just adjust and bring myself to where you are. Right? Now, you're trying to shoot individual people. You're also, what it sounds like you're doing, is you're moving your crosshair around while you're in your cover. So once I peek out and I figure out, okay, he's playing this corner. When I come into cover, my crosshair is staying in that spot. I'm not moving my right hand at all. And when I come back out, it's in the exact same spot. So now all I ever have to do is think about, I'm going to flick out, I'm going to shoot and control recoil, flick back in, flick out, control recoil, flick back in, flick out, control recoil, flick back in. And now you just start doing that back to back to back. And you're shooting in the exact same spot every time. If you ever need to make a small adjustment, cool, make a small adjustment. If you don't, cool, you just shoot in that same spot. So give that a try.
Makes sense.
I want you to just,
That makes sense.
before we actually even do this, the way you're going to set yourself up to do this is you're going to put the metal of your sight touching whatever it is that's giving you cover, right? So think of it like a bracket, right? So that for you, the left piece of your sight should be touching what's giving you cover, okay? From here, you can flick your left stick into cover, a quick flick of the stick. You don't have to hold it and strafe it, but a flick of it. And now, if you want to re-peek, you just give it another quick flick. So now it's this exact same really easy, consistent move every single time. A quick flick, a quick flick, a quick flick, a quick flick. And now your peaks are much faster instead of these nice, big, slow, long strafes. And now you can just focus on control recoil, control recoil, control recoil, right? Shoot, keep up my health, shoot, keep up my health, shoot, keep up my health. Make sense?
That makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
All right.
I'm having a little bit of stick drift though, so I might have to set that up.
Yeah, 100%.
Another percent.
100%. You can go back to whatever you're playing on default. I was just saying, if you do lower it a little bit, you'll notice that your accelerations and decelerations are going to be a little bit smoother because you have more room to work with.
Okay.
Homie in chat says, is
dead
aim
zone up
trimming
to, like,
on PC really that much
5,
easier than
see if
console?
that'll
I feel like flicking
fix
the
it.
wingman could be way easier on PC. It's super easy. It's so much easier. What's going on, Nate? How you doing, man? Welcome to stream, boss.
Yeah, if I, like you were saying, if I go to the extreme, it'll snap back and it won't drift. But if I'm just using finite aiming, like just real slow, then it'll continue to drift.
Yeah.
But yeah, that seems 5% seems acceptable right now. So I'll leave it there.
All right. Perfect. So, what we're going to kind of be focused on today, let's see. Oh shit, I never hit record. We're about halfway through our session today. We kind of just worked on a couple things to kind of help, get you going into that right track. When we have a really big skill gap, it can be really, really hard to fit everything that we need into that area.
Yeah.
Right? So what I kind of want to do with you right now is let's just go hop into some matches. Start putting those concepts that we talked about, right? Those quick ways to move into those fights a little bit quicker, move out of our fights a little bit quicker. And then as we're kind of just fighting, we're going to also start talking about things like our positioning and like stuff like that. It won't be in a more controlled space like this where we can really focus on it, but we'll be able to still cover those things. Cool with you?
Yeah, whatever you want to do. You're the boss.
Let's go hop into some matches. See if I have a third for today. Oh, Jack's playing. Hold on, I'm gonna... he's playing with someone.
Oh, I just saw a stream
Oh.
with you playing with him the other day
Oh,
with
yeah.
one of your not people you were coaching. What I was trying to say.
Yeah. He's my go-to. He's my boy. I'm gonna actually send him a text real quick and see if he wants to hop on. So that way we
Hey.
have a third to play with who...
Is not random.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as he doesn't mind playing with a scrud.
Oh, dude, he's... Trust, man, he's probably the same skill level as you.
No, I watched you guys play. Not even close, bro.
I don't know. Some days he makes me question if he can play. All right, let's do it.
Well, at the end of this, you're going to be questioning why I spent all this money for trying to get coached when none of it seemed to do any good. No, sorry, I'm not kidding.
Dude, no, you're definitely going to get better. Trust me. 100%. I've only met a couple people who weren't able to get better, but that's just because they stopped putting in the effort.
Right, yeah. And I feel like it's actually almost unfortunate that you forgot to hit record, because it would have been nice to go back and rewatch this later when I'm like, oh, I remember him telling me something, but now I can't for the life of me remember.
Yeah, you'll always
How
be
he
able to go back and
described.
rewatch.
Yeah.
Super gliding puts you in the air sometimes.
I guess if
and
you
can
post, I
get
don't know
really
if you
super
post
easily.
all of your, obviously you don't post all of your coaching,
no.
but
Yeah, no, not all of them. I'm trying to stream most of them for the next month, but anything that I don't record, I'll be throwing on my website, or anything I don't stream, I'll be throwing on my website, or for the YouTube members.
Okay. I didn't know if there was a way for the specific person that you did coach to go back and look at what you guys worked on.
Oh yeah, always.
That-
So the person, yeah, for the
Okay.
specific people I'm coaching, I record 99.9% of them. I'll upload
Okay.
it to like a private site, and then they can just go
For sure.
and watch it whenever they need. All right, chat. We will be reading chat significantly more. So if you do have questions, please feel free to drop your questions in there. We are streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So wherever you like to watch, you can go check it out there. Mr. Geek First said, "Hey, homie, I checked your YouTube. Your video seems like you're new in Kick.
I do
You're
appreciate
streaming
the
a lot.
help. I know you're getting money for it, but I still appreciate it.
No, I don't know what it means. Sorry, can you say it again?
I said I do appreciate the help. I mean, I know you're getting money for it, but still, you don't have to. You don't have to offer services. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you considering me, because there's definitely a lot of people over on Fiverr.
Oh, there for real are a lot out there, but you seem to be probably the one of the most easy to understand. That makes any sense? Like some of the concepts that you talk about aren't like so in depth that they're impossible to comprehend.
Yeah. Now, something I want you to quickly think about here is there's another team fairly close to us and near us. I'm going to leave all that heavy stuff for this guy. Right? There's... My bad. I'm getting sidetracked here because I'm thinking about so many things. There's a team
What?
on this other side, right? Which means that
Okay.
sooner or later, someone's going to be getting fought. Now, if we wait to see this team, what's going to happen is we're going to be seeing them after it's all happened, which is starting to happen right now, right? They're starting to work their way up. We're seeing things after they've happened, which means that we're always going to be a step behind. So we know that they're in that direction. All we need to be doing right now is looking in this direction, and as we start dealing damage and poking and prodding at them, they're going to start looking away from us. They're playing underneath us right now. Oh shit. And all we want to make sure that we're doing right now, right, is we know where they are. I'm dead. All good. Please don't knuckle cluster me. 1 HP. Oh. Now, quick question for you.
Mm-hmm.
As you started to take damage right there, did you stay right on top of that team and keep fighting? Or did you holster your gun and go, shit, I'm in a bad spot, and back off?
Actually, I was dead before there was any chance to react to it.
While I was watching you, I watched you run right at him, started taking damage, and after you started taking a bunch of damage, once you were about 1 HP, you started, like, turning your back, hitting the pad, you got knocked out of the air. Right? So right there, basically what I'm saying is, you got into a fight, perfect. You're setting yourself up to do damage. But once you started to take damage, you didn't have the option to go back into cover. Remember what we talked about in the range? If you cannot take one step and go back into cover and you're safe, you're not in a spot that you're allowed to play from. You can't be there.
Okay.
So what you need to be thinking is, as you're taking fights, this is an issue for you. The only way that we work through issues is by thinking of them as we're going through them. So as I'm taking fights, and I had the same issue when I was getting better, even when I was a pred on Xbox, I would have to think to myself, okay, if I take damage right here, can I take one step and be safe? And if the answer was no, then I just immediately got myself to where I could be fighting from.
Okay. That makes sense. It's going to take some development, obviously, but no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I just got to like rethink the whole game now. So there's a learning curve, but
100%.
but I also recognize that what I've been doing isn't working as well as I'd hoped it is. So I'm open to suggestions. It's going to take a different mentality, which is going to take time, you know.
Now, something I will point out too is with that team right there. Oh, landing on. Oh, that's you. Thank God. With that
No, it's
team
not me.
Oh,
it's the other guy.
our teammate. Yeah.
It's our other.
Both of your names
squad
start
mate.
with S, and I'm like, my brain is really bad at processing numbers and letters. So if I see something relatively close, oh shit! So that right there is exactly what I was talking about. A lot of people would take damage and then just start fighting that team. If I'm taking damage and I am not safe, I can't go into cover. I'm just backing off.
So, then what do you do when you're like across the open, like I am, and I can't even really help you guys?
You just need to kind of focus on getting into cover. Now, right now, there's tons of people around us. Where's the fucking drone? Teammates jumping right on them. Oh, I don't have any big kills, dude. Now I'm punching the air. Open that bin for cover. Oh my god, I got that off. Of course it's a lifeline. Kobe! Kobe! Oh.
It's so impressive to watch people that are good at this game.
Oh.
Got him on the ropes.
Yeah. No, I know medkits or batteries, man. I was in shambles there. 1,000 damage. Oh, Jack joined our game. Cool.
You want me to go all the way back out to the lobby?
Yeah, because,
Oh yeah, 'cause Jack joined in, yeah.
I think he joined. There he is. He says in chat, can't stay in the ring, otherwise your health goes down. Yeah, no shit, man. Thank you for that. Great tip, Jack. What's going on? Alright. Hey, Jack, we're in a Discord call. I'm gonna make a... Actually, I'm not gonna make a group chat. It's just gonna be too much effort with, homie on console, so I'll just talk in game chat to you, and I'll talk to him in party. Homie in chat says, why did I switch to M&K? The main reason why I switched to M&K was purely because I have arthritis in my hands. Originally, it was because I wanted to keep tap strafing, but it quickly became like I had to switch, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to keep playing on controller. I'd have to quit playing Apex. Whoa, what's going on, Shoobadoop? Shoobadoop! Stacks, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Much love, my man. Yo, what's up, Curly? How you doing, man? I'm chilling today, boss. When you get a chance, can you give a quick tip on how to mantle jump? Ah, dude, I'm bad at it. I'm so bad I can't do it, man. Tegan, so you're full M&K now? I'm 95% M&K. 95%. Alright. Thank you for the follow, Free Leech. Much love, homie. My bad. Bad drop. Or... bad landing. Ooh. Dropping a car here, and there's a heavy mag for someone. So real quick, all right? Oh, hold on, I'm gonna turn down Jack. He's going. I can hear him clicking away over there.
On that new aim controller.
If you turn up your mic threshold a little bit, it will fix that issue. In Apex game chat. But right now, right, we hear tons of audio. We have all this information of where teams are playing. Obviously, we can't see them, right? We don't know exactly their, you know, coordinates or anything, right? But we know generally in that building,
roughly, yeah,
right in front of us. So all we're doing now, cool beans. We know there's a team here. Let's go start casually looking for them. Let's just start putting them in front of us. And as we fight from, remember, space and cover, if we get damage, we can start moving up. If we take damage, we can start moving back. Alright, I hear audio over here, so I'm gonna make sure that I'm constantly looking for them. I'm gonna pop a... don't need to pop a battery because Jack gave me shields. And I have all this visuals over here, so I know exactly where they're playing. Off of our damage, they want to look away. Remember, right? When we're breaking each other in the range, that's a cue for us to look away from each other. I'm gonna break this door. Back off and keep my health up. Popping a battery. Now right now we're full health, Smitty. So let's make sure that we're keeping that pressure. So all I'm doing is I'm working my way in, I'm putting them on my screen, I'm taking a step back, work my way in, put them on my screen, take a step back. I'm not using any crazy, super fancy movement. So far it's... oh. I'm gonna force him to take damage. Oh, I got stuck. Oh, another team. So right now, right, Smitty? You're either looking to force him, right? So we can be jumping on him. Oh, he's stuck here in the open. Nice jump on him, Smitty, right? Nice, good force. They're calling in mobile respawn. So we know that there's gonna be a res and then a push really, really soon. So right now we want to just make sure, okay, there's another team here. Awesome. Let's get a quick little reset. And off of a quick reset, we can start looking to, again, rinse, repeat. Let's go start forcing that other team to start taking more damage.
So I had a question for you actually. I meant to ask earlier, although because it didn't come up. But when you're doing heals, what do you prioritize? Do you prioritize shield heals or
always your
health
shields?
heals?
Shields are always faster.
What if you're out of shield and you're down low on health? Do you get shields first, or do you still get health first?
Always shields. Shields is always first.
Always shields.
It's always quicker.
Okay.
I'll almost never prioritize health first. Unless a med kit gives me significantly more health than a battery, I'll always prioritize shields.
Okay.
So right now, oh, we're hitting it. he's 1 HP. Alright.
Two zip knocks right there?
Yeah. I almost got the second guy, but he got away on a sliver of HP.
Oh,
I don't know where the one guy's body is though. Oh, you found him, nice. Disruptors. Yeah, they had a lifeline, so they'll probably just go and craft.
Take a flat line. One.
Flatty? Yep. I'll let you know if I see him.
Daddy.
I'm gonna get skedaddling. No, what's going on, Lex? I love you, babe. I miss you. Free lunch. Aw, dude, my bad, homie. Much love, bro. Thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch, boss man. Went the wrong way. I'm stupid. I went the complete wrong way. Now, right now, Smithy, we talked about a couple mechanics today, right?
We did?
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean that I am great at remembering what we talked about, but yes.
All good.
Which is why I'm going to have to go back and watch our video a few times, but
Yeah.
just so I can work on that whole...
Let's think about that slide, that slide mechanic that we talked about.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Let's practice that slide mechanic while we run around. So we're going to holster our gun, unholster, slide. Holster, unholster, slide. Holster, unholster, slide. And get comfortable with that, because what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself in a fight, holster, unholster, slide, and you're sliding out with your gun in hand. How do you lurch? Like, what keys do you push? I just push whatever key, so I basically just make like a circle with my left hand. Or I guess you could call it a square, because I guess there's not really circles, but I just think about doing that, yeah. So like W jump, or like any direction, so direction, jump, and then you just follow it around, make a little circle.
Missed.
I got my flat.
Has been looted over here. Bow check coming in. My crouch is left control. My jump is spacebar and scroll down. And scroll down so that I can hit jumps or bunny hops. Bunny hops without having to perfectly time it. I just scroll and it just does all the jumping for me. There's probably an Evo cache in there that one of you guys can grab for shields. Dude, where is everyone? Like... There's some over there. Shoot back, where are you? So they're on, it sounds like they're on the other side of the walls over here. And where would that be? That would be in core? Alright. Let's go look for these guys. Yeah, none of us have an evac, that sucks. Alright, so it sounds like they were over here. What's the channel about? The channel's all about getting better at Apex, my man. Alright, it's cool. I see the gunshots. I'm watching the kill feed. So far, I don't see any knocks, and I'm listening for the guns that I hear to be in the kill feed. If I hear that gun, then I know that this fight got a knock. So far, nothing yet. I'm not in a spot that I can really fight from if I get stuck in the open.
I'm up on top of the roof there. Like up there.
Yep.
I don't know if that might be a
couple back
decoy.
shots. Oh shit. In the open? Oh, he's 1 HP. All good. Now remember, right? We hear all that sound happening right in there. So if you're not actively looking right there to be putting... By the way, you can res real quick before this storm comes. Quick. And we're gonna start backing off right away. Give it a...
Cover me, cover me, cover me!
Alright, here I'm gonna just start going to zone here. This zone's gonna hurt a lot if we get stuck in it.
Yeah.
I'll throw a pad right here. Remember, right? Our goal is to force situations. If we're constantly waiting for someone to be in the open, you can't control if you get damage or not. Right? You don't know if he's going to peek or not. So if you're going, okay.
I'm gonna wait here for these guys.
Yeah, so they're gonna be coming out any second. That should be everyone. Right, but we want to make sure, like, okay, I know where people are. They're not looking at me, so I'm just going to look at them. And remember, if you start taking damage, 90% of the time, you can just back right on off. What's going on, Mogged? Well, they grabbed the bow check, but they didn't grab, or rather, they grabbed the Evo cache, but they didn't grab the... Oh, there he is. I just saw him on the roof. Oh, Jack, what did you hit him with a bow?
Nice.
Alright, remember, does that team want to look at us now that they got a knock? Right? Do they want to be moving up on us? Do they want to be doing anything? No, not really, right? So, this is when we need to be moving up. If we're sitting back and waiting to see something, well, we're not going to see anything because they don't want to show us anything.
They're busy trying to heal and hide and whatever, yeah. Like, they're trying to reset. And I suppose the main goal of us is to try to offset their reset. Or counter the reset.
Or just do something in general, yeah. So, they're obviously on the roof. This is a hard push, right? So we need to make sure, guys, that we're looking for different angles here. Kind of see what's going on. Now, they're not showing any presence, which means it's really easy for me to just walk up and start doing shit. I got a knock. Now, we're going to keep putting that pressure, right? So, cool. I'm going to go back up, and I'm just going to make sure that I keep looking at this team. Where's his teammates?
That was it.
Oh, are you sure?
There's one squad left now.
Oh, weird. All right. I swore I thought it was already 2 squads.
Oh shit!
Maybe they were playing I don't know, it's weird. Good stuff.
Oh, check. Really cheap.
Say it again. Oh. And in the fire range, I have 10x better aim than I do in real games. What should I do to fix it? Well, in the range, you're fighting people who are, or dummies that are, oh, they both quit. All right, I'll requeue here real quick. Cool beans. In the range, you're fighting people, or you're fighting bots that are very predictable, right? Also, when you're in the range, the servers have better latency than in matches.
See,
So
like that was one of those
servers feels-
instances where when I was on the
servers
roof and I
feel
got down, I
better.
had no idea where it was coming from. It was too late to do anything. Like I
Sometimes,
got shot, reacted to it, and then it was just that was it.
yeah, sometimes things like that happen. You can't really control that. It happens to me all the time. I just get shot in the back and I die right after, right? But a lot of the time, it's not like that though, right? It's not every single fight you're just getting shot from an extremely random spot and you just get knocked, right? And there's
Right.
nowhere for you to go. I love you, Lex.
Does the console version between the S and the X, is there any significant difference with this game?
No, it's the
Like
exact
processor
same.
speed, all that?
I'm rocking a district shirt, by the way.
I know, like graphics and all that. It doesn't affect delay or anything like that.
No, it's pretty much the exact same console. The X is a little bit more beefy, but for a game like Apex where it's not graphic intensive to begin with, it doesn't make any difference. If you're playing like GTA or Red Dead or a very what's a Cyberpunk, very intensive graphics on there with tons of ray tracing, then you'd want the X. But this game is the exact same. Jack, you said you're rocking some District merch. How is it?
Dude, it is so good.
It's so
the
good.
wifey Hannah test
Yeah?
with it. She is the pickiest person.
Is she?
The-
And she likes
everything. I couldn't believe it. Where does he sourcing that? I want to make some else.
it? Yeah, yo, chat, you heard it. You heard it here
Delicious
first,
shit.
dude.
Oh,
Dish-
dude, it's
District-
so comfy.
Which one is it? The French Terry or is it the
They're
plain
both
weave?
French. They both say French Terry. I'm wearing the skill issue shirt.
Oh, maybe I did give you both French Terry.
I'll send you the labels.
I thought that I know Skill Issue was definitely. You know what? I think you did get both French Terry. Yeah. You're here to hear first, chat. District merch dropping August 1st. High
Yeah,
quality.
you're
You're
gonna
gonna want
want
it. You're gonna want it. 100%.
Whole presentation. A nice bag with this.
The BK down there district. I know that's
Yeah.
one of your favorites.
Ooh, thank you.
Costume. It is. Sleeves are just long enough, and it's got a nice.
Right there by that ammo. I missed the ping, but
Huge. Thank you. Love that Peacekeeper.
believe-
Thank you.
And then it just.
That's awesome. That's awesome that she loves it.
when another question that I had, like when you're trying to aim on someone, do you concentrate more about getting a quality aim before you shoot, or do you
Give me another bow.
start shooting as you're coming onto target? That makes any sense at all?
No, that makes perfect sense. So you're saying, do you? You're basically asking, do I shoot my gun when I'm on target, or do I shoot my gun coming to target?
Yes.
The
Like,
answer's-
do you concentrate more on getting good quality aim, or just hope?
It's So I'm definitely not hoping, but I'm always shooting coming to target. So for anyone who's watching stream right now, if I'm looking at homeboy over here and I'm over here, I'm going to be shooting and bringing myself over to where my opponent is. So it's as long as he's on my screen and he's relatively close to my crosshair, I'm going to shoot and bring over. Shoot and bring over. Shoot and snap over.
The cage.
One of my buddies in chat, Smithy, said that you sound like Jason Mimosa or Momoa. Momoa, yeah.
Well, that's. I suppose I could be compared to somebody worse.
He's not bad. What?
No, I wasn't saying it was bad. I'm just saying. I'm saying it's better than someone saying it sounds like a little girl.
Okay, okay.
What?
As long as I don't sound like Paris Hilton or something.
My girlfriend sounds like a little boy sometimes, so. I feel ya. Where is everyone, dude? I thought we would have found some people over here.
Full section.
Alright. Start heading on over to zone. Annex, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Much love. By the way, chat, we are streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, so whatever platform you'd like to tune in from the most, you can go and check us out over there on Twitch. We are District FPS because all the District variants are already taken, unfortunately. We're 10 years too late to the party over on Twitch. YouTube, you know, it's just District. You know, you type in District, I'm the first thing that pops up. You know how it is. And on Kick, I'm pretty sure I'm going by Dorkstrict, the same as Instagram and Twitter. I think I'm going to change my name on Twitch to Dorkstrict, though. Just I'm matching everywhere. Other than YouTube. Silo, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Much love. Aplix Gaming, sup, boss? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope all's good with you. Dude, everything is going absolutely fantastic. But I have had a throat infection for a month or so. Alright, so right now, you know exactly what's going on, right? You hear all that sound in front of you. So if you're not looking to be pointing your gun right there, right now... Oh, this team's gonna be swinging up on us. I think something was going on. Something must have happened right there. Can you hear me, Smithy?
Yes, I can hear you.
What happened? You were just standing there, just like arms crossed.
I was trying to get into cover, and then I started shooting, but I was down before I could do anything about it.
Well, I mean, leading on up to that, right? Because right there, I'm saying like, oh, there, you hear that team in front of us, right? You got to make sure that we're looking for it. Your body was just.
And I was looking for it. Yeah,
well, that's the thing, right? It was in front of you, right? There's walls in front of. There's walls in front of you, right? So if you're looking at a wall, you just got to make sure that you're actually looking more and more and more forward, right? So as long as we can't see something, we always got to be working towards seeing something. A lot of people do that right there, where they're like, well, I hear stuff in front of me, and I'm looking, but I don't see anything, so I'm just going to stay here because I don't see anything. If you're not seeing something, you got to keep looking for it. You got to keep working your way towards it.
Even though you know it's about to come around the corner.
Well, yeah, because, well, do you want to react to that person swinging your corner? Do you want to react after it's happened? Or would you much rather catch someone while they're already in the open, a little bit further away from you? And now you have the option to peek in and out of your cover as opposed to them jumping on you, and now you're stuck in the open and there's nowhere for you to go. Like at the very end right there, there's nowhere for us to go because we let them get on top of us, right? But when we start doing that to other players, then it's okay.
Even if you don't really know where you're going.
Yeah, right? You just got
like I didn't know exactly where they were at, so...
But you heard their sound in front of you. Right? You heard audio up in front. Dude, that's all the info you need. Okay, I know they're forward. So I'm looking forward. If I see a wall, gotta keep looking forward. Gotta keep looking forward. If you're waiting, it's too late. It's game over. GG. I switched to PC from console about 2-ish years now ago. And the reason why was because I knew I wanted to become a content creator. I knew that I wanted to keep pursuing Apex as a job one way or another, whether it be content or coaching or playing professionally. And I knew that I had to switch to a PC, something that would be reliable. I'm landing us on one person over here in the very, very back. I'm gonna see if I can just quickly go and kill him.
Got the lifeline. Oh, she's rising.
How do you have shields? Oh, bamboozled. How did... I shot him on flesh and he somehow miraculously had, like, blue shields. Don't quit the lobby. Stay in the lobby. The requeue's going.
Okay.
There we go. Perfect. Every time I see someone say the exact same thing on Kick, I'm just gonna instantly ban you. Hey homie, I checked your videos. Seems like you are new in Kick and streaming a lot and still not affiliated or partner yet. Okay, let's fix the run-on sentences. Let's put some commas in there and get some proper grammar and punctuation. I got a proposal for you. Again, no punctuation, so it's just a run-on sentence. I will share your stream to Kick community, awful English, for you to hit 1,000 followers and earn nothing less than $1,000 per stream. That's bullshit. Bro, oh, I got the Kick bots, man. The Kick bots here. Can I ban them? There we go. Weird. Zim, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Tia Smooth, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Much love. How much are sessions? Coaching sessions start at $25 for personal one-on-one sessions. If you're looking for a really cheap alternative, you can get group sessions for 25% off, or you can get online classes, so not personalized, right, but rather just big group classes for $7.50. Insanely cheap. Yo, what's going on, Ninja? How you doing, my man? Dude, Ninja, welcome back, bro. I've been seeing you in like the last 3 or 4 streams, my man. Much love, brother. I've been seeing you a lot. Thank you so much for the support, bro. I would ban the sentence if I could, but I can't do it from Restream. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want some of those attachments? Does anyone have shotgun ammo?
I don't have any.
Oh, there's some. Alright. Alright, we hear that audio, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know exactly where they are. They're over here somewhere. So as we start getting closer and closer, we can just start narrowing down what's happening, where people are playing, what's going on. I'm hearing audio on that right side, and then this back side over here. Nothing on the left, though. So I know that everything that's happening is right over here and past, right? I don't see anything in front of me, so I know it's past where I'm looking. Inside right here, I'm gonna nade on the door. Nade on that door. I'm stuck on a wall. No shot. Thank you. Oh, you're better, Jack.
Swinger gets one.
Armor swap for you there. You can just grab that.
Thank you.
What the? Yeah, throat's been killing me, Ninja. Hey, District, can you help me get to Pred? How much would that cost? So I don't boost people. I'm not in the boosting business. But if you want to book ranked coaching sessions, I can and will play with you in ranked and help you understand the basics and the fundamentals and how to play in that type of setting. But don't expect me to... like, basically, like, do all the work. Like, I will make you lose fights because I'm getting you comfortable taking certain situations. Right? So if you're hoping to book me for rank coaching, hoping that you'll get carried to Masters, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna put more emphasis on making you better than I am on getting you points. Did you know you'd be this big in the Apex community when you started? Definitely not, dude. I never once in my life thought that I would become a content creator. I was getting ready to go into the trades, and I just got really good one day at Apex, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start making videos, man. I'm gonna just start showing people, you know, little tips and tricks that I've come up with. And before I knew it, I was getting a couple thousand views here and there. Before I knew it, I hit 10k views. Before I knew it, 100k views. Before I knew it, 1,000,000 views. And I'm like, whoa, dude, I guess I'm a creator now. Better stick with it. Better, you know, take this opportunity that was given to me. T-Smooth, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Much love, brother. Enjoy the ad-free viewing experience. Dude, I don't know, man. Like, what's going on here with, not being able to find anyone in these matches? Oh, there. That's not us throwing grenades. Is it?
Wasn't me.
Oh, fuck, right here. I'm not in cover. Alright, we have a knock. Let's make sure that we're keeping this pressure because they're about to get reds here. Look at how far back we are, right? It's really hard to do anything from that far away. Remember, space is what lets people use cover, so if you're not actively trying to get close, you're not going to see anything.
Oh, it's Smithy.
Shit.
Oh, good.
I missed the jump over the ledge.
We'll re-queue here. Alright, got time for one more match. Any questions, Smithy, while we're kind of hopping on in here?
Well, I don't think so. I just have obviously some things to work on that we discussed, but actually putting them into practice.
100%. Now, I will say the main thing with you, right? Obviously, you know, there's a bigger skill gap than, you know, what's ideal when it comes to just like the accuracy, maybe, you know, how easy it is to kind of keep aware of everything that's happening because there's so many visual blockages, right? There's so many different audio cues happening. I want you to just remember, everything is in front of you. So just always be looking to just look on the other side of what's keeping it right in front of your eyes, right? Because you're keeping lots of walls between you. You're keeping smokes between you. You're keeping visual issues between you. And that's keeping you from doing anything. And you're missing out on what you can and can't do.
Okay.
Zim, do I stream
It makes
daily?
sense, but and then I mean, if you want to be in cover, that stuff has to be kind of in front of you anyway. So,
But there's always
like, where
going to
do
be...
you-
there's almost
where
always
do you
cover
split the
everywhere
gap
you...
between
There's almost
keeping it in
always...
front of you and, you know what I'm saying, like being
Yeah.
in cover, but you know, getting to where you can do something too.
So remember,
Like-
right? Our goal is to put people in the open. You're going to have to be in the open to do that yourself, right? So your goal here
Yeah.
is to work your way in, do something. Just take a step back. You close that gap and put him in the open, create a gap and put him and put yourself back into cover. Well, this is 2 teams, hey? No, I'm pretty sure it's 2 teams. Start pushing people back here. I don't want to be oh! I failed my super jump. Nice, you check.
Oh, I was gonna be.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw you just pistol whipping him.
What is another question I had? What is the etiquette for loot boxes? I know some people get all pissed off if you touch a box that someone else killed or whatever.
Here's my go-to etiquette. If someone got that kill, try to let them hit the box first, or you can loot the box, but don't really grab any of like the very valuable things right away. After about 3 or 4 seconds of them being in that box, if it hasn't been grabbed, it's free reign. You can go ahead and grab it. It's not your fault that they're slow as fuck. As well, if there's multiple boxes and a guy did all the work, first box he loots, just let it be all his. Just go loot something else. Why was I carrying shotgun ammo? I have no energy if you see any.
I got 40. Not much, but I got a little bit. Oops.
Well, I'm gonna open up this hold and if... Oh, it's already been opened. Oh, I don't have any grenades. I'm stupid. Alright, I hear audio in front of me, so I'm gonna make sure that I'm looking at this. Force me to open. Oh my god, there's 3 people! Oh, he's sitting in the corner here. Dude. Take that step back. 1 HP. You hear him on your left, Smithy. You know he's in that left building. So if you're not looking for that building, if you're not looking for damage right now in that building, it's also right above your head on the bridge.
I can't get in there because of all the
You
death
can
spots.
kick it in. Right behind you.
That's where I struggle a lot of times is that face-to-face stuff. I end up missing a lot of shots.
So you're definitely having a hard time right there because you're ADSing. You're aiming
Because
down
I'm what?
sight. You're aiming down
Oh.
sight.
Yeah, because I can't hip fire for shit.
It's gonna
I'm
be
even
way,
worse at that.
It's gonna be way easier to hip fire than it's gonna be to aim down sight. Now, what I'll do here to really help you with that, maybe you've already seen it, maybe you haven't. I'm gonna quickly send you a couple guides here. That's gonna help with the issues that I saw in specific. And those are just gonna be a couple things that you can just take some time to like really sit down and practice.
Perfect.
Now, the main thing overall that I'm seeing, obviously, mechanical skills are gonna need some major work, right? 100%. But
For real.
a lot, even with really bad mechanics, you can still play very good. And I kind of want to just, it might sound like egotistical or very cocky, right? But when I switched to mouse and keyboard, I was freaking horrendous. My mechanical skills probably looked like yours or very worse, or like even worse than yours. But I was still winning games. And the reason why is because I'm giving myself those opportunities to hit shots, even in situations where I'm not going to hit them to begin with. But I have more options. What you're doing is you're never putting yourself into a situation where you can always be shooting. You're constantly out of the fight. You're not looking at where you know people are, or where audio is, or where there's a visual cue or a ping or a call out. For instance, I'm saying there's a whole team in that building, the building right next to you on the left, and you're always looking away or doing something else, right? Or you're watching the building, but you're not getting angles of what's on the inside of the building, right? So again, you're limiting yourself. And because of that, you just don't have any options to use the skill sets that you currently have. So it's going to be hard for you to improve. It's going to be hard for you to practice. It's going to be hard for you to do anything because you're not actively looking for that option. So what I'm going to quickly do here is just quickly send you a couple links. And what I want you to be focused on is before you start playing, just spend 1 or 2 rounds in gun run, or not, yeah, gun run, team deathmatch, control would be ideal, TDM second, gun run last, and just think to yourself, okay, I have an issue with not looking at where I know I hear sound. When I go into my next fight, or when I walk up into this building, I'm going to listen for where I hear things, and I'm just going to put that sound on my screen. My only goal is to put what I can kind of understand is happening, and I'm going to put it in front of me. That's it. And you're going to start noticing, you're going to maybe take more damage, but you're also going to have way more options to start shooting people. That is the first step for you in specific to make sure that you can actually start getting good, because you're really missing out on that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So these 3 videos I'm sending you, 2 of them are how to shoot your gun, how to control recoil, just tips on how to get your aim on point. The last video here, this is me reviewing 2 pro players and breaking down why they are pushing and shooting and doing different things correctly. And that's going to give you, again, some more insight on what I just said about making sure you're looking for things, okay?
Okay.
All right. Any questions before we wrap things up tonight?
Nope. I'll look at those and probably hit you up for some more help here in the next couple of weeks.
For sure. Cool beans. What I would love to see from you before our next session, if we do one, is just get a couple clips of your gameplay, right? So I'm pretty sure PlayStation has like a share button. You should be able to bind it to automatically capture or record something on... Oh, you're on Xbox. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can clip things up to like 2 or like 5 minutes on your Xbox. So just hit a couple clips of some instances where you died or instances where you got kills. And when we do our next session, we're going to go over why you're getting killed again and why you are actually getting kills when you are. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Good stuff. I'll chat with you soon.
All right.
Text me absolutely whenever. You have my number. And we'll talk soon, okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Later, my man.
All right. Yep.
All right, gangsters. Chat, how are we doing today? Coaching session done. Does anyone have any questions today? Where's my chat? Here it is. He's a hip fire. Yeah, for sure, dude. Debated. Major debated. Hello? Oh. I think Jack got off. I was gonna play some games with him. I was gonna play ranked, but I guess he got off. Yeah, I have a call at 7 a.m. The meetings. Ah, oh, good. Okay. All right, gang. Let's wrap up with a little bit of ranked. I want to hit plat tonight. That'd be cool. Lex, I love you, babe. I love you so much, baby. Celine Pegwing? Petchqueen? Yo, Celine, how do I say that name? Celine Petchquin? Peachquin? Petchquine? No, I'm fucking retarded. I don't know how to say that. Chat, how do we say this name? P-E-C-H-U. Petch. Right away, that's Petch. That's not Peach. Celine Petchu Gwyn. Alright. Are they live?
This is your champion.
Let's see. Twitch. Celine. Oh, they are live. Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't just hop on their stream and see that. Do you stream daily? Yo, my bad, Zim. I do not stream daily. I want to stream every single day this month, though. But typically, I will stream certain days of the week. It's been on and off recently because I've been sick. And probably will stay on and off for the next while. Dirty, I'm sorry, man. That command doesn't work just yet. I'm gonna hit the mid here. I'm in the mid. Mid low. Oh shit, I'm going into them. Oh shit, dude. There's only one in there. Are you fucking... Dude. Like, am I tripping? Or did I not pick up that Mastiff like 5 minutes ago? On Twitch? Yes, sir. I'm streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. What's my beautiful girlfriend texting me? Oh, alright. District, if your teammates are fighting but you don't know what is going on, should you go into the fight or stay out to get more info? Both? A mix of both. You want to make sure that you're looking at what's going on and giving yourself information, because information isn't going to be given to you. So a lot of the time you need to take it. But you shouldn't be jumping in and staying in that fight. What the audio, bro? feel like you hear footsteps, but I don't know where.
Adios, cargo. Hola, high tier loot. I've spotted an enemy. They're far. Correvón, cobardes. Rival over there. Wonder what the play is. Yes.
Alright, World's Edge. Not gonna lie, I'm a little disoriented. Haven't played this map in a while. Let's go grab this Evo Harvester. Work our way on in the zone.
Found extra supplies.
Fastest way to improve, get coaching by district. Second best way to improve, watch district stream and listen to everything he says and treat it like the dude, this is what happens when I read chat and I play ranked. I'm just gonna stop reading. I'm just gonna stop answering.
Bro, what are you playing, bro? You back first?
Yo, my bad, dude. You know, I looked away from my screen for a millisecond and there's a guy sitting in a bush, you know? I can't really control that, so relax. Come on, bro. Lock in right now. Lock in. Aw, dude, what was that? Oh. Come on, man. What's going on? Get it together,
Yes.
bro. Get it together, my man. Fucking idiot. Alright. Alright. You know what? I'm not gonna play ranked tonight. My throat's hurting too much to keep streaming. I've already been streaming 2 hours. I need to focus on getting healthy. I'm gonna play one pub. If I open up a gold, I'll play 2. Oof. Gold, 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 gold. All good. Just 1,700 crafting metals and nothing good to spend it on. Oh my god. It's actually like nothing good, dude. Like... It's kind of a cool skin. Not really. Alright, last game. We'll wrap it up. Fuck.
Someone will die.
Alright. Let's lock in. Last match. End on a win.
This is your champion.
I'm the showmaster, which should go without saying.
2 teams. I'm just gonna land on... Oh, Peacekeeper. I love Peacekeeper. Thank you. Okay, I guess we're all hanging out with each other right now. Oh, why am I... Why am I dead sliding? Boy, oh boy. Alright. Might just leave it right here. Psych. Quit. Go play another one. Alright, last one. Last one. How do you take on... Sorry, can you rephrase that, Black? Are you asking how to take on third parties, or... I'm not too sure what you mean. Alright,
Nothing down there scares me.
Introducing your champion.
how to 1v3 with no extra team advantage? So just like everything how we've kind of been talking and practicing today, right? We're always looking to be working our way in and taking ourselves back. Obviously, when we're taking a 1v3, we don't want to be the one getting pushed. So we're going to be backing up a lot more than we're going to be pushing forward.
Oh, chat, coach me.
What? It's my teammate. But we're always going to be looking to be pushing in more than we're going to be looking to be backing, or my bad, looking to be backing up in a 1v3 more than we're going to be backing up, fuck, pushing in. Dude, my brain is melted. I'm so tired. Are you live, Gloomy? Alright, I'm gonna make sure that I'm getting over here on the edge. Setting myself up to start seeing stuff right now. Obviously, I'm hearing all this audio in front of me. Back off while I reload. Swing back in. Back off while I reload. Keep my health up. Swing back in. Hear people right out there. Fucking hear people, bro. Alright, whatever. I'm ready for bed, bro. I gotta wrap it on up. Now, I'm gonna be over on Twitch. We're gonna be heading on over. We're gonna be raiding our boy Kobe over here. So much love, everyone watching over on Twitch. For watching over on YouTube, much love, everyone. Appreciate everyone stopping by today. But I am absolutely exhausted. And, dude, I'm ready to go hit the hay. I'm ready to go, go hop in the sack and go sleep. So pretty sure everyone stopped by today. We will be live tomorrow as we have some coaching sessions, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're going to be live tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. EST, fingers crossed, hopefully. And I'll see you guys then. So, till then, later, and, yeah, I don't know.